Great people, welcome to NameTech channel. My name is Nehemiah and I'm happy to have you on board. So this is lesson 1 on Matplotlib, and we are beginning a series on Matplotlib. But then before we begin, please take a minute, subscribe, like and share the video to your friends. And to the returning subscribers, I really appreciate you very much for your continuous support. Now guys, basically let's begin straight away by first understanding what is Matplotlib. Now, basically, Matplotlib is a low-level graph plotting library in Python that serves as a visualization utility. It's an open source and we can use it freely. And it is mostly written in Python. A few segments are written in C, Objective-C, and JavaScript for platform compatibility. So let me show you how to install and use it. But then before that, ensure first of all that you have a Python installed in your system, and also you have installed you have PIP. Remember, PIP is a package manager that we can use it to install such packages like Matplotlib and such stuffs. And also ensure that you have Python. Remember, Matplotlib is written underneath NumPy. Basically, you should also have NumPy, but I think when you download Matplotlib, it usually comes with a NumPy. However, guys, I encourage you to use Anaconda. Remember, Anaconda usually comes with all those packages. You don't strain a lot to install in such stuffs. So to install that, Matplotlib, go to your CMD. Basically, if you don't want to use Anaconda, you can use the CMD to install it. And then here, just type in pip install Matplotlib. Pip install Matplotlib. And then what you do, hit enter to install it. It will take some seconds. Remember, for me, I had already downloaded. That's why you can see it says the system requirement already satisfied. So now what you're gonna do, guys, you can open your notebook. You can use Jupyter, you can use PyCharm, you can use Anaconda. Basically, I'm using Jupyter from Anaconda, but you can as well use Jupyter just from the local environment from the CMD. So let me show you how to import. To import it, you can just type in import Matplotlib. But guys, you can't use Matplotlib alone. You have to use it with other stuff. But then let me show you how to use this Matplotlib, for example, to get the version. So to get the version of this Matplotlib you're using, just type in print. Just type print, then into a tuple. Then we're gonna say Matplotlib dot, and then two hyphens, and then a version, then two underscores. What you do, hit enter, or click on run. This is not Visual Studio Code. Just click on the run, and then it's gonna print for you the version of this Matplotlib. You can see it is 3.5.2. So that's how you can obtain the Matplotlib version that you're using. But then remember, Matplotlib doesn't, you can't use it alone. You have to include some other package or submodules for it to work very, very well. And so basically most of the Matplotlib utilities lies under the pyplot submodule and also other submodules that are usually imported under the PLT alias. So what we do, let me show you that. First of all, type import. Remember, import is the keyword to import these stuffs. Then I type in matplotlib.pyplot. .pyplot is a PLT alias. PLT. Remember, alias is just like the other name for Matplotlib. Alias is the shortest version or the other version of this long word. You can't just type in this long word. So PLT is just an alias or a short version of this name. You can just use it instead of that one. And then now let me show you an example here. Let me show you an example, guys, basically how to draw a line in a diagram from perhaps position 0, 0 to position whatever. I'm gonna show you in a few. But then remember, it's written under NumPy, and then it is written under NumPy. So we also have to import NumPy. So let me say import NumPy. Also as an alias np. Remember these np plt, these are the default alias that you can use, but then you can use another alias name. And then for example, let me create another array. Let me say x points, then I'm gonna assign it to a numpy array np dot array, then in this array list, perhaps let me say the first point is 0, 6, perhaps 0, 6. Let me duplicate, and then this is not JavaScript, basically Visual Studio Code, of which you can just duplicate this. You have to copy, and then guys, basically you can as well use Visual Studio Code, but then for me, I find it helpful to teach in this this Jupyter, because you'll understand every code that you're using, because it doesn't have many suggestions. And then here, let me say another coordinate. Let me give it 250 to 50, and then now to the plt function, let's type in a plt dot plot, then we're gonna plot this variable x points. Let me just paste it there, and then also we are gonna pass in also the y points. Now to visualize, we are gonna use plt.show. Just type in plt.show and then is a function. So what we do, let's run these codes and see the results there at the terminal. And then again, basically you can see it's now a very perfect, very functional. And so this was just the basics, but then as we go on, we shall talk about much complicated stuffs. But then I think you've gained something. Now guys, please go ahead, subscribe, like and share the video to your friends. Until next time, this is Nehemiah. Goodbye.